In this video, I'm going to show you guys what I eat in a day while I'm pregnant. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is Jing here from Authentic Energy. I'm here to help you become body confident, healthier, and happier with the right wellness strategies, so you don't have to constantly stress over dieting, food restrictions, body image, or what other people think of you. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you guys what I eat in a day while I'm pregnant. I am still pregnant right now, and I'm about to due anytime soon. So before the baby pops out, I really want to show you guys and a lot of mom friends and those of you who are pregnant right now, you must be very curious, what's there to do, what's there to eat in a day. So I just want to show you guys, a kind of like a food journal of what I have been eating throughout my 9.5 months or 10 months of pregnancy. Now, I do have to quickly take you guys out of my kitchen and just to let you know that everything I'm sharing in this video is purely for entertainment and education purpose only. So if you guys need professional advice on your body, on your pregnancy or anything like that, I highly suggest you to go and ask your doctor, your physician, or your health provider, okay, or your maternal health provider, okay? So make sure if there's anything you don't understand, you're not sure of, go and consult your doctor first. All right. Okay, so a lot of you guys know that we do the Herbalife breakfast 1, 2, 3. So we have the aloe, the tea, and the shake. I haven't actually changed much of the healthy breakfast 1, 2, 3 throughout my pregnancy. I still do the shake and then I still do the aloe. However, I actually don't do the tea. Okay, that is because during pregnancy, there is a limitation of how much caffeine you can take. And for me, a lot of you guys know that I'm quite sensitive to caffeine. So I've decided to cut out caffeine mostly. So I can't say that I've cut it out 100%. I decide not to have the tea, whether if it's Brazilian tea or herbal tea, which both have caffeine in the morning. So I actually cut out step 2, the tea. Okay, so those of you who are sensitive to caffeine, you can definitely, kind of do what I do and cut out step 2, the tea, and go straight into your aloe. So I've never skipped aloe. I love waking up to a very refreshing, aloe drink. But what I have changed here is I've actually combined step 1 and 2 into just one step where I pour in my aloe. So I got this big one. I generously pouring my aloe, so equivalent to like 3 caps of aloe, like what you usually do. But what I've done is I've added my fiber, my active fiber complex. So why do I do that? That is because a lot of you probably know that during pregnancy, we go through constipation. Our body changes. So, our bowel movement is not the same as before. So for me, it's very important in the morning, I combine my aloe vera with my fiber complex, okay? So this is my step 1, and I usually make this with warm water. It doesn't matter if it's summer or winter, autumn, I always make my step 1 with warm water, okay? And you mix it together as your step 1. So this is my breakfast 1 and 2, combining 1. And some of you are probably asking me, why don't you do step 2 as just the fiber? Well, I'll tell you this. When you're pregnant, when your uterus is expanding, your stomach gets squashed. So you cannot take in the same volume of water or liquid like what you do before pregnancy. So in this time, we have to kind of be flexible and be smart to adapt to the changes. So in this way, I actually reduce the amount of liquid that I take in the morning to just 2 glasses. The aloe, the fiber, okay, as 1 glass, and then the shake. Let's go over and make the shake together. So I normally put 1 type of fruit in my shake, and then pouring milk. I like to use cow's milk in my 3rd trimester, and all the other trimesters I tend to use plant-based milk more. And of course, I stick to my usual Formula 1, Herbalife Formula 1 shake. I mix up the Formula 1 Select, the vegan type, and also the regular soy protein Formula 1. So for today's shake, we're using Formula 1 Select, and I make sure that I'm always adding 2 scoops of the protein drink mix to make sure that I have adequate amount of protein in my shake. So 2 scoops of each, and then not just 1 type of fruit, I also adding my vegetables. But this is my secret ingredient. I add one small teaspoon of black sesame in all my shakes, because black sesame is actually really good for my body and also good for the baby's hair growth. So for today, I'm using kale. I always make sure that there's a good balance of vegetable and fruit inside my shake, so it's not too overloaded with just fruit. And then we can just blend it together. So as for my lunch and dinner, I basically follow what I usually teach my students, the healthy meal plate. So you have like half of your plate that's filled with vegetables, and the other half, 1/4 is protein. The other quarter is your healthy carbs. So that's how I usually eat. And throughout my pregnancy, for lunch and dinner, I pretty much more or less follow the same kind of portion. But actually, you do have to pay particular attention to the healthy fats that are present in your meal plate and also in your snacks or in your breakfast. Okay, because healthy fats are super important for your baby's development. And sometimes, you know, if you guys get confused, what I would suggest everyone to do is to use your hand as a gauge for your food intake. Okay, so in terms of, you know, we're talking about balanced nutrition here, right? And this is something I'm very, very passionate about. So you can take your hand and just do a little cup your hand. Okay, so that's pretty much how much carbs you can eat. Okay, well, you know, by the average standard, right? Some of you may need a little bit more depending on what your body needs. Always listen to your body. Okay, so basically in the cup hand, right, this is how much carbs you have, and then take out your thumb. This is how much healthy fats that you want to have in each meal, and then take out your palm. Okay, the size of your palm, pretty much the size of your palm is how much protein that you can have. And then once again, take your fist. Okay, so this is approximately the amount of vegetables that you can have in your one sitting. Okay, so I generally follow the healthy meal plate or just the hand guide, the hand meal portion guide, to basically know how much I'm eating in each meal. And of course, I've been practicing this for like years, so I can basically just visually gauge how much I'm eating. So pretty much for lunch and dinner, I use this food portion method, but also I keep it flexible. Okay, and this is something I want to tell you guys, keep your meals flexible. If there are times that you can't really cook at home, then that's okay. Maybe, get some takeouts. But, with the takeouts, you have a lot of choices. And these days, you do have a lot of healthy choices as well on, different food delivery apps or, on different restaurant menus. So, definitely give yourself a variety of choices. If there are times that you can't cook, you can prepare food at home, just give yourself a break and order in or eat out. You do want to enjoy the journey here, and by having good food right in your journey as well. So this is something that I highly encourage. And in terms of snacks, I'll show you guys what I eat for snacks. They're pretty, similar to what I normally eat before I got pregnant. So things like, some, fruit. Okay, so bananas are actually my favorite during pregnancy. I didn't eat so much, before I was pregnant, but during pregnancy, bananas are amazing. And also, they help you with the bowel movement. I also go for things like protein bites or protein bars from Herbalife. They're great. Like, they taste like amazing chocolate, desserts that, gives your body 8 grams of protein. So I always focus on protein balanced snacks. Okay, and eggs are my go-to. I eat 2 eggs a day. A lot of you guys know that I'm a big fan of eggs. So 2 hard-boiled eggs a day. Sometimes I do steamed eggs, sometimes I do scrambles, but hard-boiled eggs are great because they're great snacks you can bring with you. And apart from these, don't forget nuts. Okay, these are great, healthy fats, good sources of healthy fats. So nuts also will give your body fibers and lots of good healthy fats, not to mention. And Lastly, yogurt. I eat this almost every day. Okay, so yogurt is a great snack. You can mix your yogurt with nuts, with fruit together if you want to make a nice yogurt parfait, or just eat it, by itself. Try to look for the yogurt that is low in sugar. Okay, and just like I always emphasize that, whatever that you go for, try to look for something that's low in sugar, because if you do have a sweet tooth, you do want to kind of like adjust, make some changes during pregnancy, so that you don't feed too much sugar to your body, and too much sugar may not be so healthy for your baby as well. Okay, in terms of supplement, okay, so there are a few key ones that I take every day throughout the pregnancy, throughout all 3 trimesters. Okay, so these are firstly, the prenatal multivitamins that I got prescribed by my health provider. So please do consult your health provider in terms of what is the best, prenatal multivitamin mix for you. Okay, if you're already consuming some kind of multivitamin right now, for example, like the Herbalife one, please do bring it to your physician or your prenatal healthcare provider and consult them, because while you're pregnant, your body has different needs, so that the multivitamin blends should be actually different to what an average person needs. Okay, so this is the one that I've been taking throughout my 3 trimesters. That's specially prescribed by my naturopathic doctor. Okay, so this one I take every day, 3 times a day. And apart from that, as I mentioned, omega-3 is very important. So I've been taking my omega-3 from Herbalife line, so about twice a day, but I make sure that I get about at least 2,000 milligrams of omega-3 into my body every day. Okay, so whatever omega-3 that you have, if you're taking the Herbalife one, make sure you take 4 capsules a day to get that that sufficient amount of omega-3 in your body, because as I mentioned, omega-3 is very, very crucial in the development of the baby and for yourself. Okay, and the next one that I do is yes, my favorite one, the collagen. Okay, the Herbalife collagen beauty drink. Okay, and for me, it's not so much about skin. I mean, thankfully, my skin has been quite consistently good throughout the pregnancy. But the key about taking the collagen throughout pregnancy is to make sure that you have healthy joints and also, healthy skin. But in terms of skin, you want to maintain that elasticity, okay, in your skin, especially when your belly is like expanding and growing constantly. So to maintain, healthy sort of like belly expansion, to prevent the stretch marks or other sort of like skin complication later after you give birth, having good amount of collagen is the key. Okay, well, not to mention, of course, your, skin glows as well. So I take this every single day. And, while you're growing the baby, you're giving so much nutrients to the baby. So a lot of times you might find that your joints might be quite achy, they make some sound. So this is a sign that you do need to up your nutrient intake for protecting your joints. Okay, and one more thing that I've been taking every single night is the probiotics. Yes, you do need probiotics throughout your pregnancy. Being pregnant, means different things to everyone, and I do understand, and I want you guys to know that pregnancy journey is different for everyone. Okay, what works for other people, what works for me may not work for you. And this is something that I want you guys to embrace. All right, there's going to be lots of changes, your body's going to go through lots of ups and downs, and you will be craving things that you never craved before. Just embrace your journey as your unique pregnancy journey. So I want you guys to remember this. Okay, there are a few key things you can remember for your entire pregnancy, okay, without having to note down all the specifics and worry about things to change. The first thing is you need to know your nutritional foundation, because the nutritional foundation remains the same for pregnancy. Okay, so a lot of you guys are probably not familiar with our nutritional foundation, and this is something that I actually have been talking about a lot in my previous videos. A lot of the videos from the past, I do talk about balanced nutrition. What are the key macronutrients you need to have, what are the key micronutrients you need to have every day. Macronutrients being your protein, healthy fats, and carbs. How do you have them in a balanced portion? These are the foundations that all of us average human being need to have. So throughout the pregnancy, a lot of these things don't change. So if I have a good, balanced nutritional habit already, then, keep that going. Because when I talk to my doctor, right, and my doctor has been telling me that, it's very important to keep your diet, to keep your nutrition balanced. Balanced meaning you need to eat everything. Okay, don't be on the keto diet or don't be on the intermittent fasting or something like that when you're pregnant. No. You need to have everything for your body and for your baby. So the first thing is the balanced nutrition foundation remains the same throughout the pregnancy. Okay, and the second thing you need to remember is that during pregnancy, your body, your baby will need extra nutrients. You will have like special nutritional needs, meaning that there will be certain nutrients that your body needs a lot more than what you normally take. So extra nutrients, things like folic acid, vitamin D, calcium, iron, extra protein, and omega-3. So these are the key ingredients that your body needs throughout the pregnancy. Okay, and this is when, some of you guys might be asking me about, the prenatal multivitamin supplements and things like that. A very good, prenatal multivitamin is really, really good to supplement the key nutrients that you don't get to have from the food. Okay, and definitely, don't go for a normal multivitamin, because a normal multivitamin mix is designed for average humans. But when you're pregnant, your body has a special nutritional needs. So definitely consult your doctor first and see what your doctor suggests in terms of the prenatal blend. Okay, so the prenatal blend would definitely combine what a pregnant body needs into a bottle for you. Okay, now, and finally, the third thing that you have to remember is to focus on nutritional density. Yes, nutrient density. So it's not really about how much we eat. It's really about the quality, how much nutritional, nutritional quality that we get from the food, right? So now a lot of you are probably like, oh my God, I always hear that when you're pregnant, you're eating for 2. You gotta like double your calories or double your amount, right? I can tell you this, all of these are actually old-fashioned way of thinking, okay? I would call them old-fashioned way of thinking, because you're not exactly eating for 2 people. You have a baby that you're growing, but the baby's needs are different because the baby is developing, it's growing. So you do need an extra nutrition to grow this beautiful being here, right? But it doesn't mean that this baby will have the exact same amount of like calorie, needs, and also all the same exact amount of nutritional needs as you, right? So the way we look at this is that, while we're growing this beautiful human being inside of us, we need to take the right amount, the extra amount of nutrients that we need to grow this baby, right? For the different stages of development for the baby, okay? So those key nutrients I mentioned just now are very, very essential. When I'm working with my doctor, basically my doctor told me that a lot of times you don't actually need to increase your calorie intake. In first trimester, second and third, you just increase your calorie intake for a couple of hundred, calories only, right? You don't need to increase it by 1,000. But when you increase it, you have to look at what is the source of your calories. Are you increasing them from drinking a lot of bubble tea, eating ice cream, or the extra calories actually come from the healthy whole foods, right? That actually give your body those nutrients that your baby needs and you need. Okay, so these are the 3 key things I want everyone to remember. Okay, like I mentioned, during your pregnancy, this is not the time for you to pay attention to food restrictions and all these things. I mean, even in terms of healthy weight management, I don't recommend food restrictions as well, especially during your pregnancy. No, weight loss or calorie restrictions and things like that, they're not your focus. Okay, your focus is on balanced nutrition to nourish your body, nourish your baby, let your baby develop and grow healthily and gain healthy weight, constantly. As I mentioned in my previous video, you can go check it out, that your average weight gain throughout the whole pregnancy should be around like 25 to 35 pounds. Okay, so anywhere around that number, you don't have to stick to the number strictly, but this is just like a general range, right? 25 to 35 pounds is actually a really good healthy weight gain range. Okay, so this is what you would expect throughout the whole pregnancy. Okay, when you're eating well, when your baby's growing, and just remember that all this weight gain goes into so many things in your body. It's not just about you putting on extra fats and muscles and the baby weight, but also your amniotic fluid, your placenta, and your breast, right? Your breasts are changing, lots of like extra weight that you're carrying as well. And just make sure that you're eating well and fueling and nourishing your body with the right food. All right, so that's all for today. And before I go, just remember, when you're pregnant, this is a great time for you to build awareness for your body and for your mind, and really spend this time to build that body and mind connection for yourself. And also, for some of you who are interested in building wellness habits and new nutritional habits, take this time to really create that new habit for yourself. You'll be surprised how much you can learn and how much you can actually keep implementing for yourself and for your body for the rest of your life, even after you deliver the baby. I know some of you guys would love to learn more about body confidence, body wellness, and nutrition and things like that for women. I would love to invite you guys to come and work with me in my Body Confidence Mastery program. This is where we work together to help you create the breakthrough in your confidence, in your personal wellness, and in lots of aspects in your life so that you can actually level up. Okay, so the pre-launch list is already open right now. You can go and sign up for the pre-launch VIP list, so you'll be the first to hear about when the enrollment is open, and you will get to enjoy up to 30% off the market rate. Okay, so I'm very excited to work with a lot of you guys this year to achieve your body confidence breakthrough. And of course, for the moms and also all the preggers out there, all the best, love yourself, and I look forward to meeting some of your babies as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Okay, if you enjoy it, make sure you share, comment, and like, and of course, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because I'm here every week to give you guys the best tips on body confidence, body wellness, and healthy and happy lifestyle. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!